We are doing a transmission service on this 2020 Chevy Silverado. It's a 3-liter Duramax. So I'm gonna show you how to use the transmission. If you 10-speed automatic, it's a 10 and 80 transmission, alright? So the transmission doesn't have a drain plug. We're gonna let it drain when we let the boat loose off the oil pan. So I'm gonna get the front bolts loose, and I'm gonna get those loose slowly and let it drain, alright? Because if you let it go all at the same time, it's just gonna make a big giant mess. Get this bolt loose. Alright. I just want the transmission pin to be tilted to go down on the front side, okay? I'm gonna leave this one loose a little bit, but I just want this one to go down so it can drain. There you go, you already started. Alright, so I'm gonna loosen those bolts too. There we go. And let it drain just like that. Okay. So that's what the fluid look like now. 60 grand, 5 years old. That's our transmission filter, transmission pump, and the pump is gear driven. That's where the gears are located. Alright, that's for the start system. When you start the vehicle, that's the fluid accumulator. They call it the fluid accumulator. Alright, that's your shift control. Or you see the cable here. Typically they have a solenoid here. The one that doesn't have the Tahoes, they use the same transmission, but they actually have a solenoid here for to take the vehicle from park to drive and reverse and things like that. It's usually sitting right here. Yeah, and that's about it now. We're gonna take the transmission filter out. It is this is a E10 or E12. Two of them, one here, one on the other side. So the next thing is we have to clean the fluid magnet here. Alright, while we let it drain, we have to clean it. That's middle shaving. That's normal. That's wear and tear from the clutches over time. That's normal. I'm not concerned about this. If it was excessive, like chunk of metal here, yes, take your transmission to the dealer or to a transmission shop to get it looked at. But shaving like this, that's completely normal. So I'm over the trash can here, and I'm gonna clean the fluid magnet in the transmission pan. I'm gonna use some Brickin here. We are removing the transmission filter. That's the bolt here. A very long bolt. Those are E10 Torx socket. Post the link in the comment section below for those things. There it is. Alright. So we're gonna put the new filter in. Remember to put that little grommet here. So I don't know if you call it a grommet or gasket, but you need to put it back in. Okay, it comes with the new filter, by the way. So you slide it in the transmission fluid pump right there, and it's in, and you put your screws, you put your bolt in, start it back in, and now we do this side. There you go. Okay. That's it. It's not too tight. It's perfect now. Now we're gonna put the fluid pen back on. So here's the transmission fluid seal. We're going. It only goes in one way. You only can mess that up, by the way. Okay. Those things that go in the hole. Same thing for this side here. Make sure they line up. Okay. There it is. You see a new gasket. That's why it's once you put it back in, you'll take its shape. Okay. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, let's put it back on now. I already started one bolt, and I'm gonna do this one here. We're just gonna snug them for now, and we'll tie them all the way once everything is in. Okay. To fill up our transmission, that's your fill plug here on the side. You need an 8mm Allen socket to take it off. It's pretty tight. That thing has a lot of stress sealant in it. I'm using a 1/4" ratchet to take it off because it's impossible to put a regular Allen socket here because of the dry shaft in the way here. Okay, you don't have that much room. That would be nice if GM actually thought about this, but they don't. So here is your fill plug. You're going to put up to, it takes 8 quarts to fill this thing up for the paint drop, but in reality it's not. It's probably gonna take like 5 quarts and you start coming out. 5 to 6 quarts. At that point you can start the vehicle, let it run, and put remember to put your cap back on, right? Start the vehicle, let it run, let the temperature go up to 160 to 180 degrees. Take this back up while the engine's running, right? Mind you, it's gonna be pretty hot down here. While the engine's running, you're gonna add more fluid in there until it come out and put your cap back on. Okay. So I'm about to fill out the transmission here. I'm using a machine to pump the fluid into the fill plug, but I have another tool. I'll post the link in the comment section below to pump fluid in. It's a manual pump you can use. I'll post the link for you guys, but I'm gonna use this one. I don't expect it DIY to have that tool. That's the fluid that we're using, Protection ULV, and I already have roughly 8.5, 9 quarts in there, and I'm going to pump it through transmission and put the fill plug back in, and once it's done, then you can fire this beast. All right. Okay. 9 quarts. There you go. I got 10 quarts in the tank now. Alright, we're going to flow and let it do its thing. Once it comes out, we're gonna shut off the valve and just start the vehicle. It actually takes 5 quarts. 5 quarts to fill up the pan. Alright. So we're inside the vehicle here. It has 131, it's 131 degrees right now. Engine's running, right? So when you first start the vehicle, you're gonna put it in reverse for 5 seconds.
Rolling on right now.
Okay. Drive. And you're gonna go back to park doing the same thing, okay? So the ideal temperature for this to check the fluid level is 220 degrees because that's a diesel. The diesel, the temperature have to be a lot higher to check the fluid level. The gas engine, the V8, is around 160 to 185. So I'm gonna you can drive it a little bit to make sure you reach the high temp, and check the fluid level and adjust the fluid. Adjust it, add more fluid when you take with the engine running. So I'm just gonna let it do its thing right now. We have 221 degrees. That's what GM recommend to check your fluid level. All right. So now we're gonna go under the vehicle to check it. Engine still running. Let's put it in park. Let's go. So here is our fill plug once again. Let's take it out and see if any fluid come out. If fluid comes out, then you're good to go. If fluid doesn't come out, you're gonna have to top it off, okay? Well, nothing comes out. You're gonna have to top it off. Have it back in. Put it on flow. Let it do its thing again. Alright. It wasn't that far off. So it's already good to go now. And we're gonna let this fluid drip all the way until nothing comes out, then that's it. You'll be good to go to put the cap back on, alright? And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.